Well, education sector is getting transformed year after year. Year 2020 was completely offline education mode, but because of social distancing norm, everything forced us to go online, and online education got accelerated because of social distancing norms. Then year 2022, where social distancing norms restrictions were receded, then the concept of hybrid education came into the picture. Now moving into 2023, we are going to see more and more such interesting trends related to hybrid learning as well as personalized learning. And such kind of learning is likely to have impact on assessment process as well. There is a transformation which is happening in the education sector as far as online or any kind of assessment is concerned. Education institutes are trying to adopt new things, new technologies, or new ways to assess students so that students' practical aspect of the knowledge can be easily evaluated. So in this video, I am going to discuss about 5 key trends or 5 key aspects associated with assessment process which are likely going to get transformed in the year 2023. So keep watching. So number one aspect associated with assessment process is assessment process should be able to assess candidates' ability to apply practical knowledge. Theoretical knowledge is freely available across the world. So if you search on the Google or if you search on the internet, you can get definition of any concept. You can learn anything by watching the videos, or you can learn anything by enrolling in the online courses. But applying practical aspect of this learning in the practical world is very critical, and that's where employability plays key role, where industry is demanding graduates should have a practical knowledge. So if you are going to have any kind of assessment process, you need to ensure that it evaluates practical aspect of the students. So if you consider online assessment process, you can define online assessment process in such a way that it will help you to analyze practical aspect of the student. So if student is learning particular concept, you should define your online exam or examination process in such a way that it focuses students to apply practical aspect of the knowledge so that their employability will get improved in this aspect. Second key important trend which we are going to see in the upcoming year 2023 is personalized learning. So one size doesn't fit all. So every student has different strengths as well as weaknesses. So you need to ensure that education that is being delivered to the particular student is as per his or her preferences, as per strength as well as weaknesses. So based on personalized learning, you should be able to define the personalized assessments as well. So you cannot conduct same assessment for all the students. In that case, you will not able to understand various aspects associated with the learning for individual students. So individual students demand different sort of assessment or different sort of approach, where you can define your question paper as per the difficulty level, topic, subtopic or syllabus. Apart from that, you need to take into consideration students' performance aspect or students' personalized aspects as well. So based on that, online assessment technology can certainly help you to define or conduct personalized assessment for the individual students quite easily, and those online assessment platform can easily provide individual feedback associated with the student, as well as you can get the group level feedback of the entire batch. You can easily analyze performance of the student or group of student based on particular topic, subtopic or subject. That can also act as an indirect feedback for the teacher, whether particular teacher has taught that subject properly or not. Those are the insights which you can easily get with the help of personalized assessment. So online assessment platform provides facilities where you can generate different set of question papers for individual students, which will definitely empower the personalized learning approach, where each student will get different set of question paper based on difficulty level and preferences. One more interesting trend that is happening is related to UGC. University Grant Commission or UGC has declared that from year 2023 onwards, students are allowed to pursue 2 full-time courses concurrently. So considering this fact or new rule that is going to get applied in the coming year 2023, number of learners or number of online learners are going to increase drastically, and definitely they are going to have their own demand of flexible learning or preferential learning approach. So in that case, you need to define your assessment in such a way that those are flexible, where students who are enrolled for such online courses or as well as offline courses, they should be able to appear for the assessment as per their preferences. So if you take into consideration various certification exams like GRE, GMAT or any kind of competitive certification exams, where student can book a slot and appear for the assessment. Similarly, in case of education institution, you can define such a flexible courses where student can opt for flexible online assessment, where student need to appear for the online assessment in a secure proctored environment, and that can be evaluated quite easily by AI learning algorithms, as well as those assessment can provide detailed feedback about the student performance. So considering this fact, you need to ensure that you are investing in various technologies like learning management system or digital assessment process or even remote proctoring process in order to provide flexible education as well as hybrid level education, and you can provide preferential online assessment process as well. There are quite a few distance education universities who are providing online courses, are accelerating their adoption related to this online technologies like on-screen evaluation system as well as secure proctored exams in order to empower their students with the flexible education as well as flexible assessment timing approach. Another interesting trend that is happening is most of the education institutions or universities are focusing on skill-oriented courses. They are conducting skill-oriented courses in order to enhance practical aspect of the knowledge for the students in order to make them employable. So while investing on skill-oriented courses, it is essential that you need to adopt assessment technology or assessment approach which will focus on enhancing or assessing the skills ability of the student. There are quite a few platforms like Eklavya which provides facility where you can assess domain knowledge of the student as well as communication skill or even writing skill of the student. Even if you would like to understand coding skill of the student, you can easily do that with the help of online assessment platforms. So as an education institution or university, you need to ensure that your online assessment platform supports skill level assessment and you can easily include that as a part of your syllabus or part of your end-term assessment process, so that you can easily assess ability of the students related to their acquiring particular skills which are very essential in the industry aspect. Considering the traditional exam was mainly focused on pen and paper based exam, traditional exam used to have a concept where traditional exam used to check the actual knowledge of the student, theoretical knowledge of the student rather than practical aspect. But right now in the era of 2023, we are focusing more on practical aspect of the world. So in this case, more and more open book tests are likely to going to play a very key important role. So instead of checking theoretical knowledge of the student like particular definition or particular formula, you can always define your question paper or assessment in such a way that student can refer to knowledge available within the books or internet world, but students need to apply that knowledge, and you students are supposed to solve the particular problem, or while doing the application, student will be able to learn the practical aspect of the knowledge. So open book test can be conducted. There are many universities or education institutions which are focusing on open book test. So open book test can be defined in such a way using online assessment platform where you can ask candidate to record the voice, or you can ask the student while appearing for the online assessment to record the video, or you can ask candidate to draw the diagram and upload that document. Even there is a typing based test is also available. Using all those combinational tests, even personalized assessment test, you can define the open book test which will encourage the knowledge acquiring and application of the knowledge for the students related to industry world. So definitely open book test is something which is very critical trend you can see in the upcoming year 2023. So to conclude, year 2023 is likely to see a lot of changes in the way assessment process are done. Lot of open book tests are going to come. There will be skill level assessment. There will be practical aspect will be evaluated using those assessment. And most important, personalization will be key, where you can define different set of question papers based on the candidate preferences and their learning ability. So you can easily adopt online assessment platforms like Eklavya, which is helping many universities as well as education institutions to simplify their assessment strategy and help the students to acquire knowledge and provide personalized feedback to the individual students based on their assessment performance. If you would like to understand more details about this online assessment platform, then you can connect with us for the free demonstration.